Executive Magazine, independent thinking for the discerning mind.
In 2009-2010, we kept price stability despite the fact that the liquidity was very high, the demand in Lebanon was increasing, and interest rates were decreasing. And yet we kept prices under check. For the second year in a row, the level of credit to the private sector is higher than the credit given to the public sector by banks. That change was mainly instigated by all the incentives that we have created. The central bank has an objective, and that is to keep inflation at around 4%. Presently, we're running above this level. We're around 6%. And this is due to the higher prices of oil and of food worldwide. The central bank is buying regularly dollar, and auctions in Lebanese treasury bills are back to life. Banks are subscribing. And the latest Eurobond offering was executed at levels that were a record low in terms of interest. We're borrowing today at the same level as Italy, for instance, much below Greece or Portugal or Ireland. And that means that confidence is coming back, which should support the economy. Being able to borrow today in Lebanon at the same level as Italy is a proof of confidence and that the policies are right. On the banking level, we have run a stress test, and it shows that the banks operating in Syria as well as in Egypt are still making money, and that their capital is enough to face the worst case scenarios, and therefore they will not resort to using capital from the main office of their bank, from Lebanon. There is, of course, a psychological effect that can play, especially for non-Arabs or Arabs who want to travel within the Arab world. And that has also some consequence. But overall, I think the Lebanese economy has seen much worse situations and showed resilience. And therefore, if we can continue now in the build-up of confidence, the situation is going to be better. Lebanon cannot afford a crisis. You have seen what happened to Greece. Greece being a European country, having a currency strong one, the euro, not having political problems or security problems, saw interest rates at 40% and were on the breach of defaulting, despite all the backing they had from very strong countries and the IMF. Lebanon don't have these advantages. So we have to work on building up a real economy, and we have to keep our tradition of commercial banking. We want to have investment bankers, capital market, but let it be outside the commercial banking sector. The risks in Lebanon are, as usual, political. Today, you have many issues ahead. If the government can contain these political issues, I think that we will end up the year with a much better level of growth. We hope there will be no crisis, but we are always, as a central bank, prepared to the worst-case scenarios.
Executive Magazine, independent thinking for the discerning mind.